Welcome to D Speaks You Think. This is Rolling Out Live, and we are so grateful to have you here. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, rollingout.com. Thank you for tuning in. This is a little different because I opened up the show, and there's a reason for it. I opened up the show because today I am going to interview the one and only D Speaks You Think, the author, spiritual leader, life and relationship coach, and all of that above. Strategic life and relationship coach. But most of all, she's woman.
I am the woman.
The woman.
I am the woman.
The woman. Now, I didn't say a woman. I said woman.
The
but
woman.
Correction, the woman.
There you go.
Today's show is really about who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. I gave a whole bunch of titles, but that's not who you really are.
No, as I stated, hey, you all, how are you? Welcome to D Speaks You Think right here on Rolling Out Live. I'm excited about today because I am actually sitting on the other side of the seat to be interviewed, and this is kind of foreign, you all, because I'm always running my mouth. I'm always talking. I'm always coaching. I'm always speaking. But sometimes it's good to shift gears a little bit, Michelle.
You got to switch things up.
You got to switch things up. But realistically, who the hell am I? Oh, my God. I can't describe it. I'm free. I am the woman. I have come to understand that. And when you are the woman and you're free, you just don't know what you're going to be.
Exactly. You wake up every day. So you can't really answer the question, who the hell are you? Because every day you wake up because of your freedom.
Yes.
You can be anything that you desire.
It's about being who I need to be when I need to be it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing this for a long time, but the key of it is the freedom to be it. Because a lot of people can switch roles, switch hats, and I could go from coach to this, to that, to this, to that, to dignified, to ghetto. I could be whatever I need to be for what is permitted for that time. But the key is being free to be it. Without any drawback or without any bounds of what I am supposed to be.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the beautiful part about it.
We're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're going to start off, and we're going to start off strong. We're going to start off, and we talk about freedom, and a lot of people they can hear the word freedom, but they don't even know what that means. They don't even know how we get there. So I'm going to go real deep and real personal, because this is not the time to sugarcoat. This is not the time to be like, whatever.
I'm going to let you go there. I'm going to let you go there.
Your freedom. How did you get to the point of where you are to now? I want you to really talk about, at what point did you realize I'm free? I'm free as a woman. I'm free as a Christian. I'm free sexually. I'm free mentally. I'm free financially. Come on with it. I'm talking about, at what point did you say, God darn it, I'm free?
Well, you know what? It's a process.
Come on with it.
It's really a process. And that's why I love emotional healing, because I can't just say, I'm just free, because I was so damn dead.
Come on, speak about it.
Now, most women, we are emotionally damaged. Yes, I'm going to tell you that. But what I am going to say is that in a lot of places of your damages, you're dead. Okay.
Yes.
And I was dead. If I was to show you all some pictures when I was grown, had kids, I was married. When I look at myself, I don't even look like the same person. You know what I'm saying? I was literally dead inside because I did not know who I was. I had become all with everything and everybody wanted me to be. And we all do that unknowingly. We all do that unknowingly. But as I was taking my emotional healing journey, and it's a forever process. That's the beautiful part about freedom. You have to first look within and start dealing with some stuff that is hard to deal with. You come on now, you grown, you got 2 kids, you paying your own bills, and got this nice house and acres of land, and I was doing the damn thing. You know what I mean? Business and all this other stuff, and then you're gonna talk about I'm emotionally dead, But I was, because my self-esteem was impaired. You know what I mean? I didn't know who I was as a woman. My validity was in what I was doing, and what I was doing. So I had to face some real truths going all the way back to my own childhood, the father that I had and who I needed him to be in my life. It's not a discredit for him, but I needed that as woman.
What didn't you get that you needed now?
I needed to sit on my daddy's lap.
Okay.
I needed to him to tell me who I was in his eyes. I needed him to share his heart with me. Every daughter needs that. Okay. I'm talking about all purity, no penises rising, no incest, none of that. No perversion. Just like spiritually, I can hear the Father's heart. Before we get to that place, you need that naturally. You know what I'm saying? And so many of us, and I was doing it too, was being so spiritually sound in a sense that I was no emotionally good, earthly good, you know what I'm saying? Mentally good to my own self. So being that woman that I did not understand who I was still looking for love and looking for things in all the wrong places. And not just with a man. I was looking for it in the church. I was looking for it in shopping. I was looking for it going to buy clothes. I was looking for it going to buy shoes. Right. We use so many things. Eating, you know what I'm saying? Oh, screwing. You know, when I screw, I screw.
That's it.
Shit, I ain't messing around. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, but it was still eating something up inside of me because I did not know who the hell I am.
Now we're gonna stay with your father, because for a lot of women that's an issue for us. Okay, you did not get to sit on your father's lap. You did not hear those words, "Baby, you are this in my eyes." And so I want you to go back to high school. I want you to go back to that time when you yearned to hear that, but then it was whispered in your ear by somebody else other than your father. How did you get past?
Well, see, for me, it wasn't whispered in my ear.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, let's go to who the hell am I? Who the hell am I? I'm a go-getter.
Okay.
Okay. But then I didn't know how much of a go-getter I was.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? When you understand who the hell you are, everything now is intentional.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't about, see, I ain't never been one where nobody could just whisper in my ear and move me. Now, if anything, I'm going to get into their mind.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That's it.
You know, so I'm not a one to be overtaken. I'm one to overtake. That's my nature. You see what I'm saying? We're not permitted to be that. Nobody teaches us how to embrace that. So that was confusing for me.
Okay.
Because it sounded like a contradiction of what I'm supposed to be versus who I am. You see what I'm saying? So I had to subdue that. I had to subdue that, and I subdued that because I came from a home with a mother who did not play. You know, I had all these liberties and things that people have. I couldn't say what I wanted to say. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. It was very, very structured. So if I was given a lot of duties, and so those duties that we were given, it did keep me in restraint. But in the duties and with the subduing of what was going on inside of me, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to overtake. I want this. I want that. You know, if I want this man, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is what I want.
And this was as a young person.
This was as a young person.
This was as a young person.
Our children deal with it today.
We have dealt with it, but just didn't recognize it.
And we're not permitted.
Right.
Because it makes us think something is wrong with me.
Okay. So we cry out from the womb to be unleashed.
From the womb to be unleashed. And then now you get into a place where you get into, yes, I do love Christ. Yes, I do love him with every fiber of my being. So now I'm conforming to religious standards. And they got all kind of stuff of what you can't be.
Right.
Oh my God. I was told I was feisty. That's just, you just feisty, you know, but they loved my money when I made money, they loved tithes and offerings, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't like who I was because I was too outgoing, outspoken. Just be subdued. Just sit down and just give when we say give. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know,
yes.
bail us out when we need to be bailed out. You know
so
what
people
I mean?
want you for what you are, not who you are.
Oh, you better say that.
People want you for what you
can
are, what you can do
for them.
But
you better,
not who you are.
all better take note of that.
I want you to really explain the psyche of having to deal with, because you dealt with that all of your life.
Until I got to the point of being unleashed.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
The first pill that you have to swallow is to realize that people love you for what you can do for them, what you are doing for them, and the gift that God has given you. They don't love me for me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's my responsibility. That's my responsibility. But because I was wanting the love, love ain't always because you're in the bed with no guy.
Love can be the love of your mother, the love of
you,
your father,
the love of you want your friends to love you. You
your
want
sisterhood.
Come on now, you want everyone whom you love to love you.
Yes. Yes.
So because I'm a loving person. And so in your mind, you think everybody is like you. They just loving like you. No, they love the fact, okay, D, you got 2 cars. My car went down. Can I borrow yours? D, you know what? They ain't call me D, Vet. It was Vet at that time. Vet, can I have some money? My car messed up. Can I have some money? I mean, I stayed packed with money. You understand what I'm saying? Because I didn't realize that I was such a wise steward. It came innately to me. You see what I'm saying? So now that I know who the hell I am, I got to go after it intentionally now.
Right.
Right. So people do love you for how you cook for them. You barbecue. Everybody come over your house. They don't bring no dish. They just bring their mouth. You know what I'm saying? They bring their feet. They bring their laughter. They bring this. But you got to clean up. You got to make everything right again. You got to clean up the house. You got to do this. But it's, we going to Vets. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We going here. It's going to be a good time because the provisions are there.
When you're unleashed, unhealed, and just existing, not necessarily living, you fall prey.
Yeah,
you fall prey to. Yeah. I'm going to use the word people pleasing, but you fall prey to even codependency. You fall prey to people being able to shift you and put you wherever they may want you to go, and not following yourself. I need you to really encourage.
Codependency. I could speak that from a clinical therapist standpoint. I could speak it from a spiritual standpoint, and I could speak it from a healing standpoint, but I'm going to speak it from a realistic standpoint, and hopefully that will encompass all 3. Codependency is a plague in the Black community.
It is.
And we don't even realize it.
It's one of the number 1 killers.
It's number 1 killers.
Seriously.
Now, you could be in a state of codependency, and they would diagnose you as being depressed. And really what you need to do is understand the victimization that has been placed in your lineage, on your life, the areas of your life that you were caused to suffer. So now I overcompensate my pain through somebody else's pain. Oh, my big brother needs some money. Oh, I love my big brother. Here, big bro, here's 6,000, here's 5,000. You see what I'm saying? Codependency, but fail to realize I'm taking away not only my power, but I'm taking away their power as well.
How do you take away their
because
power?
You give them something that they have not even put any effort or strength to do. And how it's taking away my power is because I'm being depleted, because it's a codependent thing. It ain't just for alcoholics. Yeah. You see, they tell you that in the 12 steps.
Yes.
But we need to go through some 12 steps of being unleashed. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest thing was for me to learn how to say no with no excuse. And you remember as I taught that in emotional healing clinic for over a year and a half. From a spiritual perspective as well as clinical perspective, because we feel bad when we say no.
Yes.
You had to get built up. Who the hell am I? Ability to say no. Ask me what you think I think. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Ask me, do I care? I do, but I'm not concerned about it. You get what I'm saying?
That's growth and development.
That's growth and development.
That's a measure of healing.
Because that's your shit. That ain't mine.
It is. We internalize and take on
we take
so
on
much.
Everybody else's stuff.
How did you break that? Renee Coakley said, and hopefully I'm not overstepping, but she had talked about, her people used to say she thinks like a man or something of that nature. And did not fit in. How did you break that without people saying you just like a, this or you that?
Oh my God. I used to run a child welfare agency with Robert Harris, Lord Jesus, and I've had all men around me. See, I ain't never hung with women because women too catty, okay? And I didn't know why I couldn't deal with that because, see, I'm real. I'm not going to look in you in your eyes and then talk about you. I'm going to say, look, your breath stink, and I want you to hear some Altoids, though.
Okay.
I'm just real like that. I'm just real. I'm not going to be like, ooh, dude, Michelle's breath stink. You know what I'm saying? But, guys are just up front.
Yeah.
So when my life shifted, and I began to run this child welfare agency, getting criminals out of prison, and I'm talking about severe gang criminals. I mean, they'll trunk your ass. You know what I mean?
In a minute.
You know what I'm saying? And then I had all 98% was men who worked for me. They used to tell me, D, put your dick down. Just put it down.
Okay.
So, but when it was arisen, I got outcomes.
Okay.
Because that's that go-getter in me. Now, they was just using that as a
analogy.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Whether to put you down or put you in your place.
See, they wasn't putting me down.
Right. Okay.
We was relating.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? We was relating.
Relatable.
Relatable.
Yes.
The women will get intimidated and try to buck up against me, and then that means I really had to get it up even harder. You see what I'm saying? Because when it comes to my life, when it comes to business, you know what I mean? So to break that people pleasing and that codependency, you know, you have to really dig deep down within yourself.
Yes. Speak on it.
You gotta I mean, I can't tell you how deep. You gotta go into the dark places. You gotta go into the places that nobody else is permitted to go there before you. You understand what I'm saying? And and through that experience of running that child welfare agency, because I wasn't around women, I learned how, like men do, they don't give a crap about what you think.
That's true. And that hurts our feelings as women, but they don't have that type of
They don't have that. They don't have that. They just don't.
So
they walk in their authority and they say, I'm talking about real men.
Real men.
I'm talking about real men.
Okay.
Nah, I ain't talking about splendor. I'm talking about real men who got all themselves. They put their foot down and they keep moving. And that's why it's hard for us to have relationships now, because women are getting so offended because they're not accustomed to a man such as their father walking in their authority. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You see how it's tied back?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of us are absent of that.
Right.
So we don't know that. And when that man comes to us, or when he says something to us, we get offended.
Correct.
Offense happens because it's something foreign
Correct.
to our even being.
Correct. And so that experience with getting these young men out of prison, and with having that staff and being all around women, and I was the chief operating, I was the one who running everything. You see what I'm saying? It taught me how to see myself, because even when I was professionally evaluating them, when I evaluate them, I ain't trying to hurt your feelings. Real talk. You know, I could fuck you and evaluate you the next day, but they could take it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. So your unleashing really happened when you were put in a situation that you didn't know anything about.
I didn't know anything about.
You were put in a challenging situation, uncomfortable situation.
I know
and
nothing.
That's the things that we say no to.
That's the thing we say no to.
But we should be saying yes to, because it's going to take us to a whole nother level.
I did not know what a DOC meant. I did not know what a DCFS meant. I came from the Chatham, West Chesterfield area in Chicago.
Look, I heard you even came up in there with a Bible.
I did.
She came up in there with a Bible, set it on the table like she was finna minister to a natural born GD killer.
I mean, I was stripped from all of my familiarity.
Yes,
I was stripped from everything. I had to be renewed. I had to be reshaped. But the fact is, I was being unleashed.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Moment. I was being unleashed. So taking a $9,000 contract and building it to a $3.6 million contract in X amount of so few years, I was unleashed. I was free. I didn't have that religion. I didn't have the tradition. I was just with people who were unleashed, and they were mostly men, and it helped me be unleashed. Now, going back, when it closed down and the Holy Spirit said, go back, because I want you to go back to minister to my women, I thought, that's the hardest thing. You want me to do what?
That's it. I am going to make sure that we take a break now.
All right, cool.
We're going to come back in about 2 minutes. We need for you all to stay, because guess what's going to happen?
Yes.
Dia's going to talk about unleashing and who the hell am I. But it's about your sensuality. It's about your sexuality. It's about who you are as the woman.
The woman.
You do not want to miss this next segment, because we go deep, deeper than she's ever been before.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I got to unleash.
With customizable streaming TV from Xfinity, watch the most free TV shows, hit movies, and live sports on the go. At home, access Netflix, YouTube, and Pandora right from your TV. And with the X1 voice remote, just say it and see it.
Show me HBCU.
With Black Film and TV, watch your favorite college entertainment, HBCU football games, and much more. Xfinity. Simple, easy, awesome.
30 million people have been diagnosed with diabetes and 75 million with high blood pressure. Let's talk about the importance of cleaning the blood. 50 years of scientific research have shown that garlic, when taken in the right amount, can help to lower blood pressure, sugar level, and cholesterol, all while providing energy. How? Through cleansing, regulating, and replenishing the blood. Garlic alone is powerful, but for over 41 years, we've discovered that by combining garlic, aloe, and parsley together, we help the body to clean the blood even better. You can clean excess sugar, cholesterol, and waste from the blood and promote better circulation. So don't delay. Do it today. Get your bottle of Gap Pills. Normally sells for $49.95. But if you use the promo word HEALTH, you get $10 off. Visit us at aloeheals.com or call us at 404-996-6942.
Customizable streaming TV from Xfinity, watch the most free TV shows, hit movies, and live sports on the go. At home, access Netflix, YouTube, and Pandora right from your TV. And with the X1 voice remote, just say it and see it.
Show me HBCU.
With Black Film and TV, watch your favorite college entertainment, HBCU football games, and much more. Xfinity. Simple, easy, awesome.
Speaks You Think.
Yes.
I am Michelle Obasi, and today I'm in the interview seat. Today I'm interviewing Dunamis D. D Speaks You Think. On all social media, you can find her at Dunamis Woman. On Instagram, it's D Speaks You Think, Y-O-U Think. And she is in here talking about who the hell am I? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? We're on Instagram, Facebook, and we are live on rollingout.com.
Yes, yes.
Who the hell am I is a question that many of us don't even want to ask ourselves.
No, we don't. And
Why
it's
is that?
It's worded intentionally like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and a coach needs a coach.
Yes.
You know, and my coach, Coach P, hey, shout out. She challenged me on that. You know, so that's really what you're saying. You know what I mean? How did you come to this point? You know what I mean? And sometimes, like it goes back to wanting to dummy down, put things in a nice, sophisticated way, non-offensive way, but it doesn't get the outcomes. It doesn't get the results. And we have so many things that are binding us, you know what I mean? From being who we are, you know? It's being who we are. And I cannot be effective in everything. Even when I'm in prayer, I know who I am, who the hell I am. So the woman knows who she is in that assignment.
That's it.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm just using that for an example. So that's
when you speak about assignment, I want to do. You're walking right into where I want us to go, and that's relationships. You're so smooth. I like interviewing you because you be on it. Assignment, when you're assigned to someone, whether it be your mother or not mother, but your father, whomever, the man in your life, whatever that assignment is. I want to talk about relationships as it relates to who the hell am I, because a lot of us don't realize that in order to find out who the hell we really are, we need the relationship.
Well, the key is that you've already been assigned. You just don't want to face your assignment.
How so?
You know what I'm saying? Did you have a say-so who your daddy is?
Not at all. I don't even know him.
Okay, it don't matter.
I ain't never met him.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because there's something on his lineage that you are entrusted to. See, the key is that you can get blindsided because you're like, I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. And you think that don't matter. Bull crap. It does matter.
It does.
See, that's what D Speaks You Think come in. You know, I didn't ask for the womb of the woman that I came through. I was assigned to her. I didn't ask to be the daughter of David Andrews. I was assigned to come through him. So how could I dismiss that? How could I dismiss what's on my lineage? How could I dismiss what's on my paternal side and my maternal side? How could I dismiss the curses that wants to come continuously through me? I'm a curse breaker.
That's it.
And I got to know the perversion. I got to know the lust. I got to know the dominance. I got to know the control. I got to know the dominance that I come to break. And if I don't break it within myself, what the hell am I talking about it for?
So a part of your unleashing was you to really tap into that place.
You got to go.
You got to go in and say, this is on my lineage.
And it's right.
This is what I'm fighting.
Correct.
And this is what comes to not only take out me, but my generations to come.
And the key is that it's not even your responsibility just for that. It's also going forward. So in other words, now I have the paternal of what my children was born into by their daddy. You see what I'm saying? I am the woman. You know, I called it's so funny because anybody know me, that my daughters are 29 and 30. So I've been divorced from their father since they were little. I sent them a text last month, all three of them. I was like, we're having a family meeting. I said, all of us is getting together and we're having a family meeting. It was just like, what? The woman spoke.
The woman.
This
is your ex.
Yes.
Ex for 20 years.
Yes. Because the meeting is not about, what you going to do. The meeting is about, in spite of our divorce, the woman has still been assigned to this legacy. He is the grandfather. I am the grandmother. We have a granddaughter. We have daughters. So we're coming together as a meeting. I call that, I'm the woman. I don't care about no wife. I know my assignment.
When you know who you are,
yes.
you walk in your authority.
All the time.
You walk in your authority of who you are. You walk in your authority of your assignment.
Correct.
And then you also walk in the power. You have the power.
I still
and
have
the authority.
I still have a responsibility. I still have a responsibility to communicate with him. I still have a responsibility to respect him. I still have a responsibility to honor him. See, that's the woman, because he is the father of my children. He is the grandfather of my granddaughter. I am the woman. He is the man. We ain't say the wife and the husband. You see what I'm saying?
Speak that again, because people are missing it.
I
We get caught on the wife and the husband.
We get caught up in that. And
but who are you right now walking in your authority?
If you don't, a legal piece of paper don't separate your assignment. Because God permitted, and I'm so adamant on that because I could not physically have children. Out of all the men that I screwed, here he comes. You better come on now.
Come on now.
I'm keeping it real with you.
Yes.
Why not with this one? Why not with that one? Why not with this one? Oh God, I could count on down. Some of them I done lost sight of.
More than 10 fingers.
And 10 toes.
Okay.
You see what I'm
But
saying?
him.
But him. That's the assignment. It was divine that the sperm met the egg of the woman from the man that made them the mother and the father specifically assigned to this legacy.
Till death do you part. You will always have that assignment, no matter how the piece of paper came through, no matter what was divvied up, no matter what your children may think, no matter who does what, who marries. The assignment.
The assignment.
Is it because you have children with him?
We will always be connected.
Okay.
We will always be. Is he the father?
Yes.
Now, if I was to go, I married someone else. He never married anyone else at this point. You see what I'm saying? Who I married, they know each other. They respected each other. You see what I'm saying? They respected it because of my children. That's the standard that I set as the woman. I ain't got time for no jealous, crying man. And what are you talking to him? That's your ex. See, that's punitive thinking. That's an unsure person.
Yes.
That's when you don't know who the hell you are.
But when you know who the hell you are, you can have your ex-husband, your husband, and whomever else in the same
Child,
room.
please. When you know who the hell you are, I done had 5 men around the table shaking hands with each other.
I want you to tell that story.
I ain't gonna tell it.
Tell it. That's why I went there. I'm smooth, baby. I'm smooth like a comb on napping hair. Tell it. She told me this story one time. When you are the woman and you know who the hell you are, you can bring folks together who would not normally be together. I need you to tell the story.
Just as clear. I mean, it's crazy. That's when you're free. Oh my God, I'm not married to nobody. Being the woman that I am, you know what I'm saying? And men like you, they see something beautiful, whatever. It was a fight that night. I can't remember who was fighting. Men like sports, or whatever. So I hosted the fight party. You know what I'm saying? All the men that was there liked me. That's what they had in common. You know what I'm saying? So all of them was around. I had them all. They was all around the table shaking each other. Hey, man, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? And then my childhood girlfriend at that time, we had reconnected. And so she had wanted to introduce me to somebody, you know. And so she was like, he over here. You got to come now. I said, girl, I ain't coming. She was like, he over here. So I told them, I was like, y'all stay here. I'll be right back.
5 men who like her in one house, invited them all over. First of all, she invited them all over to watch the fight. They getting along. Because she's walking in who she is. She knows who the hell she is.
Serving her food, beer, whatever.
Entertain 5 men who like her. She leaves them in her house to watch this game and then tell us the rest of the story.
The fight, and I left. I said, I'll be right back, y'all. Just chill out. I'll be right back. So I ran over to her house or whatever, and she wanted to introduce me, and he was there because they was watching the fight, you know. And I met him or whatever. Lo and behold, he became my husband.
Had you not been unleashed as a woman, had you not knew who the hell you were, you would have missed out. This is a point to the story. I didn't want her to tell it because she's crazy in her head. She would have missed her destiny.
I would have missed my destiny.
When
I didn't have nothing binding me.
Yes.
I didn't have nothing binding me. And at that point, I wasn't in the church. All that stuff was being stripped. Religion, people. I was just being free. You know what I'm saying? You got to swallow the pill of saying, I can't keep living by this. And frankly, my dear, I don't give a darn. Because if I'm not complete inside, then everything else is dead around me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And everybody can't handle freedom.
No, they can't.
Everybody can't handle freedom. And you got to be okay with that.
And because you handled freedom, because you were free, You had broken all of the chains of religion. Now, we're not over-sexualizing anything. We're just being real with you. Because you were able and you were finding out who you were, you had gone through a healing journey.
Yeah.
You had been stripped of religion, and you had found your sensuality, and you had found your sexuality, and you had found your womanality.
I found all of it.
You found all the alities.
All of my alities.
You were able to do that, and these men respected you.
Because you
And
know what?
You walked right into your destiny.
Let me tell you something. A woman who's not free will put a man in bondage.
I need you to give
a woman who is not free, because men love freedom because they're free.
They are free as jaybirds.
And many of them are going into bondage trying to be with a woman just so that he can get some loving. And many of them are stuck because they got the loving, which got the children. And now they want to take their responsibility because they are a man. They are the man.
Correct.
They have accepted their assignment. You see what I'm saying? So that is a real deal. You know what I mean? So many of them are in bondage because they with a woman who's not free. You know? And I could walk in a room, and have on some pink boots and can you get that? Put it back on the thing. And can you hear me? And so we could really get some things going in our lives that we can put people in bondage because we're not free. Does that make sense?
It does.
Keep going. So it's very, very important that we are free.
It's not only important that we are free, it's important that we continue to go on a journey of freedom. It's important that we continue to go on the journey of healing and things of that nature. So I just had to get that story out of you because I wanted someone to be
you
free.
Ain't right. You're not even right.
I ain't right at all.
Right.
But I just, I want to talk now about something you said about relationships because men are free.
Yeah,
men are free to be and do. They're
that's
naturally free.
That's why I like hanging with them.
We have the emotions. They have the freedom.
Yeah, they got the
they're
freedom.
warriors. They're hunters. They're all of the above.
Yeah.
But one thing that we don't, and they're sexual. I want to go there.
They are, and that's why that's why so many of them are seeking outside their house. They just go with it. Now it might not be all right. You know what I'm saying? But they go with a woman who's free.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Now, she may be free in a evil way, but she's free. If that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? She's free to be seductive. She's free to be a whore. She's free to be a prostitute. She ain't thinking about, y'all think I'm a prostitute. No, she's free. She get no money on. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Freedom can work for good or for evil. She's free. That's why men can step out, because she's free to bend down and do whatever she's going to do to him. Yes. They want that. You know what I'm saying? It puts them in a compromising position.
Okay.
But if we were all free as the woman that we are, assigned to whom we're assigned to, there would be no need for them to look out.
How do we become free? How do we find out who the hell we are sensually as a woman? What does that look like?
That has nothing to do with sex.
I know. That's why I say sexuality.
Because
most of us think that.
Well, it does. And that's why I say that, because many of us think that when you hear sensuality, they go to sexuality. Yes. And then they go to sexuality, they go to a behavior. So that's what puts you in bondage. Sensuality, I love putting on, prime example. I have had men to meet me, and I've been wearing makeup since I was 12 years old. Okay. Now they meet me and I have on my makeup. But then after I'm we hanging on in a relationship, why you got to wear makeup? You see what I'm saying? Because of their own insecurities. Now, I put on makeup because it brings out, it enhances who I am from a sensual side. I don't do it to be seductive.
Right. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I don't come out. It's just like my clothes. I match my clothes to coordinate how I want it to be. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I may have on some jeans. Like the other day, I had on some jeans with the lace, then I had the pink boots with the thing in there, and I had but it all in my mind, it's the creativity of my sensuality. Does that make sense? Right. And so it makes me love being who the hell I am. And everybody, my daughter was like, Ma, you ain't matching, but I am in my mind.
In your mind. And honestly, I was there with you. Your level of freedom and you matching in your mind and being creative, you attracted so many people, not just men, women.
Yeah.
They were not just attracted to your clothes and your color and your boots. No. They were attracted to your freedom because you would not let anybody take that from you.
It's not the clothes you wear. It's not the shoes you wear. It's how you walk in them and how you wear them. Some people just put on a shirt to put on a shirt. Some people, I have fun in everything I do. So when I have fun, then I'm free to walk in it. I walk in how I feel and how I am, and that's free. You see what I'm saying? You put on shoes today, you can just walk, okay, let me get where I'm going. When I walk in my heels, I'm walking because I know I put this together because this is what I want it to be, and I have a freedom with it. I don't walk in shoes just to be because they cover my feet. I walk in shoes because it gives me a different type of style and a flair of what I want when I want it. That's why I have various pair of shoes.
Right. You walk in freedom, period. And I can honestly say that I observe this every day. You're a spiritual woman. You are a pastor, and many people can't get over the fact that you are a leader within the kingdom of God.
They can't
and
get,
you
can't
got
get.
Yesterday her hair was different. It was curly. Yesterday her boots came up to probably her thighs and they were brown, and today they black and they come to her calves. But and then she got on crushed velvet. Oh, say she looked like
What did Osai look like?
what is it? Hocus. You know, I love it. But that's but that's a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Because you're very unique. And I can honestly say that you do that because you know who the hell you are.
I do.
And you as a woman, the woman, are unleashed. For everyone out there, we see you. We actually see you. We see your freedom. We see all of that. When you come back, because we got like a minute before we get out of here.
Cool beans.
But when you come back, I definitely want us to really go in depth with unleashing the woman within. Because so many people are trapped. And you damn right, I put on my shoes because it's warm. They black. They match my black pants. And they gonna cover my feet. And I'm cold, and I got on thick socks. Ain't nothing sexy except for my earrings and I put this on intentionally. I said, oh, my hands gonna look pretty. Outside of that, boo, I dress cause I'm cold. Who the hell am I? That's the question. How can I be unleashed? We're not comparing. But how can we be unleashed as women?
In her own right. Because I saw you and I just look at you. I was like, Lord Jesus, she put this blouse.
Baby, I dress for the season.
She done put this little fleece over it. You know what I'm saying? But there's so much that you can do to have fun and still be warm. But anyway, we're going to come right back. We're going to come right.
We'll be right back, you all. D Speaks You Think.
What's up, guys? This is Lipstick and Cognac. Starting on Tuesday, you guys will be on rollingout.com and on our Facebook page, giving you all the tea you need for relationships. Here to help you out, man. Make sure y'all tune in from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Want to watch your favorite talk show, Lipstick and Cognac. Here with that dynamic duo. You don't want to miss Lipstick, Shadio Comics, and just Cognac Till Like It Is personality, man. It's going to be a great time. Make sure y'all tune in. Tune in on rollingout.com. There's ROLLINGOUT.com. And also on Facebook, Rolling Out Facebook, man. It's going to be a great time. Y'all don't want to miss this. Great laugh, great talks, realness, truth. Man, we ain't really some expert. We know what we talking about. So make sure y'all tune in. Rollingout.com, man. Lipstick and Cognac.
Hey everyone, it is your favorite politician, Representative Erica Thomas, and I'm excited to tell you about the Erica Thomas Show, where we break down news and politics in layman terms where everybody can understand it. We start off the show with hip hop and politics, where we might interview your favorite celebrity and we break down hip hop and let you know that it's the same thing as politics, baby. And also coming up after that, we have kids and politics, where we bring on your favorite kid stars and they tell us all about how they feel about politics. And then right after that is the hit list, where we tell you about the fails of the week. Who failed this week in the news and who do we need to know about? It's all happening at 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. I said 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. So you better tune in. You better tune in. You better not miss it. I mean, you better not miss it. The Erica Thomas Show is on live.
You know what? Welcome back to D Speaks You Think. We're doing a countdown. Always trying to be as professional as possible. And she talking about some level up. This is D Speaks You Think Radio with the one and only D Speaks. I am Michelle Obasi, and this is a platform on rollingout.com. You all check out the website. Our previous shows and every show that's going to come after this are very powerful. Dunamis Woman Enterprise. She is the founder and the CEO. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it's Dunamis Woman. Her in particular, to hear her little craziness, but her truth. She truth, y'all. She is the business. It's D Speaks You Think, YOU on Instagram, and it's the letter U on Twitter. We thank everybody who's been tuning in with us. We had some little technical difficulty, but came through. And so we thank you. If you see me switching, we on Instagram, Periscope, we on everything.
Yes.
We probably on Spotify and Pinterest or something. We on things we don't even know about. We done came up. Used to be MySpace. Now we're here. But D Speaks You Think. If you missed the last segment, we were talking about sensuality, not sexuality, and knowing who you are as a woman, the woman, not a woman. There's a difference between a woman and the woman. And I want you to go to Dunamis D Facebook page. She talked about it earlier today. Unleashing the Woman Within. This is a tour that you're having.
Yes.
This is a tour,
Yes.
bit.ly, Healing Tour 2019. This tour is 7 cities. This is a dream that God had given you, a vision that God had given you, a mandate that God has given you. God told you he wants his daughters healed.
Yes.
So you have been doing a lot of work within Mighty Christian Women.
Yeah.
If you have not joined it, it's on Facebook, Mighty Christian Women. You've been doing mighty work on the Healing for My Soul challenges.
Yes, yes.
God said, I want my daughters healed. And with any spiritual leader, it's not about you staying in, it's
Yes.
about you going out into
Correct,
the earth.
correct.
So you put together the 7-city tour
Correct.
to come to
Just to
Houston.
start off with.
Just to start off with. California on February 2nd. Then we're going to Dallas, Houston, Virginia, Arlington, Virginia, Hampton, Virginia. Then we're going to be in the Chi-Town. And then we're going to come back to Atlanta on March 30th to end it. And then you're going to do it all over again. And
Correct.
depending on who says what, we
Correct.
may even come to Connecticut, New York, who knows?
Right,
New
right,
Mexico,
right.
YG. You know, boy, we're doing it big. But anyway, unleashing the woman within. So many of us think that it's unattainable. But I want you to really speak to the heart of these women.
You know what? It's not unattainable. It's just, it's going to take some work, Michelle. And a lot of women don't want to put in the work.
Okay.
You know, realistically, everybody's not going to be unleashed. Realistically, everybody's not going to heaven. Realistically, everybody's not going to be debt free. Realistically, everybody's not going to be whatever they want to be. You see what I'm saying? I think we have to start facing our realities. And so we're so busy trying to live in this fantasy that I have learned to just come to the reality of it. You know what I mean? I don't get moved by numbers, because just because you get big numbers don't mean you're doing big things.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You just got a lot of us in your midst. It's a lot of people with a woman and a man all in their midst. That means they're just living general lives. They just stuck where they are. They have utilized many things to pacify it, to cover it up. And one day they're just hoping to stay healthy and live a regular life. Okay. That's not what I choose. You know, I want to discover all who he created me to be. I want to live that whatever was on his mind. And I can't sit up here and tell anything and anybody that for me to wake up every morning as a woman, get married, to make myself feel morally good, and still not be satisfied sexually, still have to beg, still not happy, just laying over and letting somebody give me something, and I got a wet behind when I wake up. Then I get up and go to work. I wash my tail, and I come back and I rob Peter to pay Paul, and I'm going to every little thing that the world put on. And then before you know it, I'm fatter, I'm older, and I'm about to die. Now, if that's what he had in mind when he created D, then I don't serve a real, mighty God. Okay? I am serving the omnipotent one, the omniscient one, the one who created the heavens and the earth and chose to create me. You think I'm not going to pursue everything he got for me? To be who I am? I ain't talking about tangible. I ain't talking about pursuing cars and pursuing houses. I'm pursuing me. Show me every part of me that you made me to be, that I may be all that I can be for him. Whatever it takes to win a soul, that's what I do. The Bible said, be what you need to be to all men. I don't got to compromise my integrity for that. So many people so worried about slipping into behaviors that they trying to stay out of. You got to say trying to stay out of.
Right.
Slipping into behaviors. I win more souls by telling men you ain't going to screw me. Because that's not what you going to do.
Okay.
I know what's on your mind. I know what you want to do. But I'm here for this purpose. Okay? I don't have to, I can't talk to men because I may lay with them. Hell no, that ain't who I am. And if I wanted to, I tell you, trust me on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to initiate.
Right. You ain't new here, huh? You grew here.
I ain't new here. I grew here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we get caught up into these noemas and into these things trying to be something that we have not been free to be. Okay. And all it is a behavior. You're trying to govern a behavior, but you're not trying to govern who you are to be the woman that you are. And you got to know when you are to that. Right now, I am the woman speaking on this show, D Speaks You Think. But when I get off of here and I'm in the atmosphere of rolling out, I'm a woman.
You're a woman.
I'm a woman.
How so?
Because this is not my assignment. This is not my business. This is not what he's given me. He's given me Dunamis Woman Media and Publishing. He's given me Dunamis Woman Enterprise. It's still media, but this is rolling out. This is the president's thing. Steed. I have to respect him. I'm a woman who respect him. When I see his wife, she is the woman.
Most definitely.
A woman respect the woman.
Yes. But it doesn't always happen that way because we don't know.
But you have to be cognizant of it. And this is why we're unleashing the woman within. So you can know how to be. This is how you get outcomes. This is how you get miraculous outcomes. Knowing who you are. Because with that, I can esteem her. I respect her. I don't need to be jealous of her because I know my assignment. She got her assignment. And if I really look at the assignment she got, I'm like, oh, Jesus, thank God she got that assignment.
Exactly.
You may want a man, but he got problems. Know your problems.
Know which one you can
know the problems
handle.
you have already named, what you can handle, what you've already been assigned to.
Yes.
My children are my problems. They weren't made to be. Your daughter is your problem. God gave her to you because you can handle her problems. He gave me Allison and Ariel because I can handle their problems.
Yes.
I got authority. I know how to go in. Know your problems. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's why I'm not with a man right now, because I don't want that problem.
And an unleashed woman, honestly, a woman who's unleashed can say that.
I can say that. I'm not thirsty for no man.
I want to give you some words. And they're going to be related to unleashed. And I want you to tell me when you hear those words, what's the first thing that comes to your mind in order to help our women become unleashed and know who the hell they are.
You're getting too good from hanging around me, but that's okay.
I'm
going to go. But that's okay.
The best compliment is when the student.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Give back what the teacher taught them.
Give back what the teacher taught them.
That's in Galatians 6, y'all. Y'all better go.
Yeah, I knew it was in Gladiator something. I knew it was somewhere in the Bible. It's a spiritual principle. And that's one of the things that you have taught is spiritual principles. Unleashing the woman within and knowing who the hell you are is also a spiritual principle.
Yes.
You know, when I say the word purpose, how does it relate to unleashing the woman within?
Driven.
When I say the word commitment, how does it relate to unleashing the woman within?
No compromise.
When I say the word ignite, what does that relate to unleashing the woman within?
Power.
When I say dunamis, how does that relate to unleashing the woman within?
Miracles.
When I say now, how does that relate to unleashing the woman within?
Move.
When I say conviction, how does that relate to unleashing the woman within?
Take it.
When I say children, child, offspring, how does that relate to unleashing the woman within?
Legacy.
When I say assignment, man, husband, ish, band around your home, how does that relate to unleashing the woman within?
Humility.
When I say father, brother, cousin, nephew, son, how does that relate to unleashing the woman within?
Great.
When I say daughter, mini-me, mirror, mirror, how does that relate to unleashing the woman within?
Self-reflection.
When I say God, how does that relate to unleashing the woman within?
No other. There's nobody greater.
There's nobody greater.
There's nobody greater. I mean, I see. I go into worship right now.
Come on now.
Oh, Jesus. There's nobody greater.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody greater. Nobody greater.
Nobody.
Nobody greater. I tried it.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it. I tried it. I tried it sexually. I tried it emotionally. I tried to financially. I gave so much of my body. I gave so much of my mind. I gave so much of my heart. I gave so much of my finances. I gave so much. Come to find out that there was nobody greater.
Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody.
How did Unleashing the Woman ignite your prayer life? You said worship. That was my next one.
Because
when an unleashed woman prays?
It's not a duty.
Okay.
It's when you really think about your process and how you've gotten to this point. Somebody could call me and I could go in just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could just lay before him and I could just begin to weep because I know that he is my, literally when I have gone from Michelle, I have gone from having stocks, bonds, annuities, CDs, insurance policies, whole life, all this stuff, money in the bank, 5 banks. I'm telling you, I've had it all in that where I was secure and self-sufficient. But I have never experienced when you have lost everything. And I'm talking about a self-sufficient go-getter who's been like this all my life. I started off at 10 years old babysitting. From 10 years old, I was selling Avon. You know what I'm saying? So, but I had to come to the point in order to be unleashed, I had to be broken. Many women don't like to be broken. So we put up those guards. So to see, literally, people don't know how I'm living. They don't know how I'm being taken care of, but he's supplying. I'm not compromising. I'm not, I ain't out here, trust me, I could be a player. Mm-hmm. Let's not go there. But that ain't what it's about.
Yes. It's
about not just being true to myself because I ain't out there doing that. I've got so much purpose and I got so much vision that he provides. We use the term, where there's the vision, he makes the provision. Mm-hmm. See, we say all that stuff, but are you really living that?
Right.
I'm seeing literally, I've seen more a hand of God move in my life now than I have been sitting in church for 17, 18, 20 years.
Yes.
I thought I was seeing the move of God. I was seeing the move of my own checks right. I was seeing the move of my own hand making provisions. I was seeing the move of my own ability to hustle. I was seeing the ability of me be able to build business and finagle here and do this and do that. I saw that ability, but now I'm seeing his ability.
Thank you.
And that shifts me into a place. I don't need no drums. I don't need to be up in a worship service to get my energy up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My energy is in my life.
Yes.
When I'm
the energy.
My life is the energy. Mm-hmm. When I act a fool, it's because I know why I'm acting a fool. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't just because
I'm acting a fool.
Something on the inside.
It's something on the inside of me. I don't need no to make me act a fool. I can run. I can do whatever if I needed that moment for that. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm unleashed. He is unleashed within me. It ain't me. I don't know how to love like this. I don't know how to serve like this. I don't know how to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and pray with women and coach them and hear their heart. And they follow these explicit instructions that the Holy Spirit give me and they getting those outcomes. I don't know how to do that. That is him unleashed within me. He made me woman and he assigned me to be the woman for him to move. We're not seeing a move of God because we're so busy being
Right.
And he wants you to be the. Accept who he created you to be. Who the hell am I? Who the hell am I? He reveals that to me. When I want you to be free, I want you to be free. See, I didn't have no problem with that when I was in the child welfare agency because I need to be what I need to be for them young men. Yes, I did come in there and start off with a Bible. And by the time they cussed me out, I had to go learn how to go into the abyss of the mind. I got to say what I need to say, how I need to say it for them to understand it. Many people think, oh, you just say this or that. But everything ain't derogative. You want to get outcomes.
Right. I want you to visualize freedom. I want you to visualize being unleashed. I want you to visualize being unleashed, God within you, and you are unleashed. I want you to paint a picture, if you can, of what that looks like. Some of us are visual people. When God is in you and you are unleashed and you can do what he says do, what does that look like? I want you to paint a picture for us.
You know, some things you just can't visualize.
Okay.
Because it's so big. It's so broad. But what I can say is I see me just traveling all over. See, the beautiful part about being unleashed, I'll never be in bondage again.
That's it.
If I promise you, first of all, I told my sister this. We were walking when she came to visit me, and I said, I refuse for someone to make me feel like I got to be married to be able to do what I'm doing spiritually. I refuse. And that's why a lot of people get married, because they don't understand the purpose of marriage or the man that they're marrying. Now, I'm not saying I will never, but the man in my life will never cause me to be in bondage. So I see myself just being able to continue to just travel all over. I have been unleashed. Why? Because I have raised my children, and they're self-sufficient. You know, sometimes we try to do stuff too soon, and we haven't laid the foundation that we need, that we can go. That we can move. I tell her, it's going to cost you something. Don't let it cost you your children. Don't let it cost you what they're going to be in the future. You see what I'm saying? And me being unleashed is not just me. I see Allison traveling with me. I see Ariel. I see Genesis, my granddaughter, speaking the word. I see it. See, this is what gives me the energy, and this is what gives me the movement. She ain't going to be 19. Oh, my baby know how to pray right now. You understand what I'm saying? We working on that confidence. That's what we work. That's why we having a family meeting. See, the family meeting ain't just coming together. It's about my legacy.
Yes.
TT gonna know what to be as TT for her. I'm gonna know what to be as G-Ma for her. Granddaddy know what to be as Granddaddy. Mama gonna, and we're all bound together. Thank God we only got one right now. But but see, you see how legacy is?
Yes.
We just having kids. Oh, this is my grandkid, and we're not coming together to shaping the life. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Unleashing the woman within. We have one more segment. It's going to be our last 3 minutes, and I'm actually going to give you your show back. How black of me. How black of me.
Yes,
but I'm going to give you your show back, and I want you to just take it. Whatever it is that you think that we as women need, I need you to tell us. And men, because there's unleashing for the men as well. We'll be right back with D Speaks You Think.
All right.
With customizable streaming TV from Xfinity, watch the most free TV shows, hit movies, and live sports on the go. At home, access Netflix, YouTube, and Pandora right from your TV. And with the X1 voice remote, just say it and see it.
Show me HBCU.
With Black Film and TV, watch your favorite college entertainment, HBCU football games, and much more. Xfinity. Simple, easy, awesome.
Collins, your spiritual leader and life and relationship coach. And I'm so excited because I have an awesome show that's just for you right here on Rolling Out Live. Yes, that's it, Rolling Out Live. Every Tuesday from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. You were going to get insight, because when Dee speaks, you think. We're going to have real talk about life and relationships, because we got real problems. We got some real issues. But guess what? When Dee speaks, you think you're going to come up with a real solution about your life and relationships. So I want you to join me. Don't forget, every Tuesday from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Rolling Out Live. And I have a special segment just for you. It's called Dear D. That means you can ask your questions. You can get insight about your life with specificity. So I want you to join me, because it's going to be live. And follow me on Facebook at Dunamis D. And you can also hit me up or follow me on Instagram at D Speaks You Think. See you soon.
Customizable streaming TV from Xfinity, watch the most free TV shows, hit movies, and live sports on the go. At home, access Netflix, YouTube, and Pandora right from your TV. And with the X1 voice remote, just say it and see it.
Show me HBCU.
With Black Film and TV, watch your favorite college entertainment, HBCU football games, and much more. Xfinity. Simple, easy, awesome.
are back with D Speaks You Think, and this is on Rolling Out Live. Dunamis D, I've actually taken her show over to interview her because honestly, she has so much to give. She has put on this tour. She's going on tour, Healing for My Soul tour. It has been a lifelong journey from Daughters of Sarah.
Yeah, journeying from my pain.
Journeying from my pain to my promise, to change of life and emotional healing clinics, to understanding your greatness and everything else that you're doing, and Mighty Christian Women Facebook group. This has been a journey, and I'm very glad, as my spiritual leader, as my life coach, this is amazing to see.
Yeah.
And I thank God that I'm here. You get the last 3 minutes of your show back.
Well,
What do you have to say?
You know what? Really now, really.
Kind.
You're very kind. You're very kind. But first of all, I want to say thank you. Okay. Not just thank you for this or this interview. That's beautiful. I thank you. But I thank you for being an example, Michelle, of women that can be committed to their own life. Many people misconstrue sometime, I guess, when they see you with me, how you are maybe losing yourself because of D. You know what I'm saying? That's when you still don't have an understanding.
Correct.
And I ain't gonna say you're emotionally damaged. You just lack an understanding. You're a wise woman, but you're lacking that understanding. But you're not losing yourself. I see you gaining yourself.
Most definitely.
And we fail to realize we like the scriptures and the word of God that makes us feel good. We have come to that. But really, I like the ones that don't make me feel good, because that's where I grow from. When Matthew 10:39 says to lose your life is to gain it, and to gain your life is to lose it. See, we kind of bypass over those type of scriptures, and we just get to the ones that may bring us some tangible items or promises or things that we believe in. But when you're being unleashed, you have to learn how to embrace those things, principles, spirit, not just scriptures, but it's a principle in that. See, and I've learned how to not just look at the word because of the word. I look at it from the principles, because so many people trying to live like Jesus, but they don't live like the principles of him.
Correct.
You know, and they can't even live like him because they don't understand the principles. So they're striving for something that's going to give them a false sense of self even the more. So to lose your life is to gain it. And this is what unleashing is that we're sticking together. You know, as women, we come together. We're building an army. We're building that. You get 25, you gave me 25. I get 25, you get. See, that's loyalty. That's when you unleash, because you understand the journey. You understand the process. And it's very difficult for us as even black women to come together because we're so into ourselves.
Yes.
And if you can really open up your eyes and see the truth, we're not living the prosperity that we were designed and created to live in. Just because you got a loan for a house or a car don't mean you're prosperous. And it has nothing to do with those things. It's about who the hell am I? That no matter what I have, whether I'm a base or whether I'm abound, I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. So I thank you for the moment. I thank you for the opportunity. I thank you for just shifting the gears and walking into who you are.
Yes, most definitely. And I thank you for, if it was not for you, I would not have even ventured into this.
Most definitely.
I remember the first time you asked me to go on radio, I was like, really?
Yeah.
It's not me.
And I see your growth. I see your development. I see you walking into it, and you're not walking into it just to be in it. You're walking into it because you're going somewhere eyes have not seen, and I'm going to leave you with this, ears have not heard, neither has it entered into your heart the things that God has already prepared for you, but it shall be revealed, not by your head, not by your heart, but by his spirit. All right. Thank you again.
Deep. I don't know what scripture that was, but thank you. D Speaks You. Thank you all. We'll see you next week.
All right.